Hold up. I'm just getting the stream started. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm trying to remember everything that I need to do while at the same time trying to see if it fits the screen properly. You might hear some echo because I'm trying to fix audio. All right, cool. Sounds like it is working. Um, yeah. So I recorded like a long. Well, I don't even know. I was just rambling, honestly, and I mean I'm gonna do the same thing here because it's not. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's just, oh god. I went deep into some philosoph philosophical, is that the word? Yeah, yeah. I'm not stupid. I'm just it's just a lot going on, okay? So we gotta go to Kef, Macedon Badlands, and Valley of the Titans. The way I like doing this personally, is going to Mastodon because Mastodon is cool. And yeah, I go there because I get the little amulet thing, and I like it. I like going there better than all the other places first because Macedon again is a cooler map. I hate the monsters on it, but it's chill. Wait, my inventory is it full? Eh, it's alright. Maybe I should start upgrading some stuff. Let's see what I got. Yeah, I should do that. Just in case. Need a lot of int. Golly. All right. But yeah, um, yeah, I was recording a video and I got into like relationship talk because um relationships are tough. I'm gonna just say that. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever been in a one-sided relationship or a two-sided relationship or a no-sided relationship. And what I mean by that is there's two people in a relationship and maybe the one person likes the other person way more than the other, which is very common, believe it or not. Um Maybe neither partner likes each other that well, but they're just together because it's convenient, and with convenience comes benefits to not feeling lonely when you need somebody to talk to and all that crazy stuff that people kind of take advantage of one another to do. And maybe relationships are just beautifully crafted where both parties desire each other to the point where they are inseparable and love is just the most beautiful thing on the planet. Clearly, what we want is the last one. We want the perfect relationship with the perfect person that we find attractive, that we love their mentality, we just love them. We just care about them so much that we just, oh man, you just want to be with them. You want to be, for lack of a better term, in their skin because that's how close you want to be. I'm not saying that as a sexual connotation, but I've heard it before where someone has liked me so much that they just wanted to be in my skin because they just wanted to feel that closeness to me as a person. And that is one of the most beautiful things someone has ever said to me, and I will forever remember something like that because wow, it's almost poetic without that person trying to sound poetic. It's a grotesque poeticism that if a guy said that to a girl, it'd be like, really? Like what? But if a girl says it to a guy, I'm dead? Okay. Oh well. If a girl says it to a guy, um yeah, it's beautiful. Like it's fucking beautiful. Like come on, there's not a lot of, you know, there's a lot of love out there, but it's hard to find that love, right? And so I've been in relationships where it's been all the factors. I've liked somebody more than they liked me. They've liked me more than I like them. or we just didn't even like each other. It was just convenient to be together. And there's been relationships where love was fucking everything, everything we've ever wanted in our lives. It was beautiful, and it just worked, right? I kind of want to talk about those one-sided relationships though, because I've been in some, and I failed to learn my lesson, and I want to preach. I want to tell all the men or women out there who are currently in a one-sided relationship, or seeking a one-sided relationship, or seeking someone that they know doesn't really like them. Just stop. Just I know it's tough. It's gonna suck, especially if this person has given you access to them and it feels like the love could be there. Don't pursue that shit, because you're never gonna be that person that they truly desire. You're gonna see glimpses of their love. You're gonna see moments where you're like, damn, this is the most perfect person. I wish they can be like this all the time. It happens. Don't give in to that. I can say this full and well because I'm always blinded by it. Especially if I truly am attracted to the person. I'll do it. I'll go above and be oh my god. I'll go above and beyond for that person. Why? Because you like them. You're attracted to them. They gave you a chance. And you take that chance and you run with it until you can no longer run. Ironically enough, I have had 2 Achilles surgeries, and I still run, but I can't run as fast as I used to. I guess that's a part of getting old, and a part of life that is just unavoidable. Like, you can't. Yeah. So I was in a relationship with somebody where, I did a lot of things. I got her flowers. I took her to expensive dinners. I took her like whatever she wanted. I did, and I'm no longer in that relationship. So it goes to show that no matter what you do, how you do it, when you do it, how often you do it, it doesn't matter. Why? Because unless this person has a true desire for you as a person, with as a baseline, not because of what your money can do or anything in your life, just always stand firm in what you believe, and don't ignore the fucking sign, because the signs are always there. Just like signs on the road, if they're gone, somebody's gonna get charged for taking it. The signs are always there. They will warn you, they will tell you, hey, you enter this path, this is what you're gonna deal with. Sometimes we're okay with dealing with that because pretty privilege is a thing. Again, if the person's attractive enough, they'll get away with a lot of things because they've done it before, and they know they have that power, because it's not easy to find an attractive person that actually likes you. If you are a normal guy with a normal life, and a normal, like, everything you got going for you is just not extremely above average, even if it is above average, um, like your life, not your physical qualities. But yeah, even if your life is deemed above average, it is still a normal life to a lot of people out there. I don't want to say women, but typically enough, even if you make a lot of money and you have everything going for you, there's somebody out there that's going to be like, this ain't shit. Because they've probably experienced or are trying to experience something that's way better. Something where only Superman or God himself can can give them. And yes, um, yeah, just don't give in to those things. It's not worth it. You're not gonna feel fulfilled even after you make that person happy, or you're gonna feel fulfilled in the moment, and that's the high you chase. But again, if you have to chase the person to treat you right, then just don't do it. And I say this because I wasn't necessarily chasing the person. We were in a relationship. We both had love for each other. I believe, at least from my side, I did. People say things all the time. They say they love you. They say they care, but you know, it's life. There's nothing you can do. You can't read into that person's mind and see what they're actually thinking in that moment when they say things to you, nor can you judge how great the relationship is going to go because they said certain things to you. It's all a turn by turn basis. It's like you're playing Pokemon, where if they outplay you, you get outplayed, and you just have to deal with the consequences. Um, I think in this relationship, this person not necessarily took advantage of 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 the things I was doing for them, but they were definitely expecting the good things all the time. And that's fine if that's what you care about in a relationship. A lot of people, you know, they don't want to be with a cheapo, which I before meeting this person, I was a cheapo. I would not want to buy anything, and I would not want to really go out on dates if I deemed it too expensive. Why? Because I believe that saving money for the future and establishing a great foundation for yourself is the pinnacle of survival when it comes to living in America. We all see those gas prices. We don't we don't got the bread to be driving all to A to Z and you know, buying all this this junk that you're gonna shit out in a couple hours anyway, right? The experience ain't worth the fucking the struggle. Like the next time you spend above like $50, just remember how long it took you to make those $50. And if you have a high paying job and you don't care about the money you're spending, and you don't care because you make oodles and boodles of money just by opening your eyes in the morning, this does not apply to you. This applies to the 99 other percent of people out there who don't really got it like that. And I say that with a grain of salt, because some people may believe they got it like that. Some people may think and hope and pray and truly think they got it like that. Man, if you're not Jeff Bezos or one of the 1%, you ain't got it like that. Let's stop playing, bro. Or sis, just stop. Like, if you still paying off a mortgage, if you still paying off a car, if you still paying off anything and you're in debt to somebody that's not, even if it's to because you took a business loan, or if you in debt, you ain't got it like that. Because if you got it like that, that shit would have been paid off. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. This man is talking some shit. I ain't mean to say the N-word. I'm sorry, YouTube. But I am black. It is, you know, what I grew up with. And sometimes I get out of character. Well, actually, no. My character is a very civil uh, person, but I also know how to, you know, I also know how to speak the language of my people. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, where was I going with that? Okay, we found the Well of Souls. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, if you ain't got it like that, don't act like you got it like that. And I've never been the type to act like I got it like that. That's just not me. How do I get to the top? How do I get out of here? I want to get out of here. I just wanted to unlock that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I would spend a lot of money on this person, or at least what I deem to be a lot of money. Granted, I don't make that much because of my line of work. So I also, you know, I knew that at the current rate of which I was spending for this person, and I'm not saying I spent a lot of money. It was just on like food and groceries and different things that, like, you know, it's more sustenance than anything. And sometimes it'd be like, all right, we eat, we go out to eat, and I'm treating her to things because, you know, we had a birthday, we had Valentine's Day, Mother's Day was coming up, so I had something planned, but unfortunately things didn't work out. And now, you know, even though I'm not even a father, I was still, you know, I'm not even a fucking father yet. I want to be, but again, giving that seed to anyone is very scary unless they're on birth control. If they're on birth control, hey, sow that seed, man. Sow that seed. It don't matter. It's that shit's not gonna develop unless they're the chosen one. And if they're the chosen one, then they deserve to develop anyway. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, having a kid ain't the play for me right now because, again, that foundation and who I am as a person, I believe that a foundation has to be built before you even just think of getting married or having kids or anything like that. Like, you have to have you have to have everything going for you before you decide to bring another life into this world. A lot of people don't think that way, and mistakes happen, yes, but well, not mistakes, accidents. Accidents happen, right? I don't know how someone can accidentally um, release inside of someone knowing that they're not on birth control, because a lot of the whole pre what argument. It's like, hey man, if that's the case, then I have like 500 children roaming the world, and I don't have 500 children roaming the world. It would have been cool to have like my own clan, and you know have my entire clan subscribe to my video or subscribe to my channel, and things would be nice. There'd be like 500 extra people that'll just be there automatically. And yes, that's my tangent on what it would be like to have 500 children. It'd be great. It'd be great. They'd be like, "Oh, thanks, Dad. You're the best." I can't wait to hear that. But yes, I can. I will wait to hear that because I know life is getting harder for every single person on the planet right now, and the people who are working for their money rather than uh, existing for their money is kind of it's kind of tough for everybody right now. Gas prices is going crazy. Um, but yeah, like don't lose yourself trying to please somebody, because if you feel that you're trying to please them constantly, then you're in a losing game. It's only a matter of time before that person is like, okay, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Like I was only dealing with you because of what you could do for me. And once that patience runs out, it's over. And I kind of saw it coming. Don't get me wrong. I am a very hypersexual individual, and when I am lustful for someone, I will put in the work to ensure that I can continue being lustful for that person. And not to say that I value only sex, because I value companionship, I value cuddling and everything. But there's things where, as a man, you want love, you go for love, but you also go for certain things because it's what you like. You in life, you go for what you like. And if anybody tries to tell you differently, or that you are entitled or anything like that, then hey, they're not making any sense, because if it was them and they wanted something, they would go for what they like too. So it shouldn't be any different for you for going for what you like. And I say you as a euphemism for me, because I've been told that, like, oh, I'm very lustful, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, I'm lustful. I know that. You ain't gotta tell me that. That's a fact. Why is this man so tanky? Oh, get away from my man. But yeah, like, don't don't do it. Ladies and gentlemen out there that are listening to this video, don't do it. If you feel like you're giving your all and the other person's giving their minimal thing, and still they're not being appreciative of you giving your all, it's not worth it. I probably spent, I'm not going to say how much, but I've spent way more than I've ever spent in a couple months on one person, trying to make them not see me in a different light. Like, I wasn't trying to swoon her with my money. That's different if I'm just simping and like buying her everything. I'm just like, the basics, like, again, food, groceries, dinner dates, entertainment, little events here and there, doing what a boyfriend would do. And a lot of people say, oh, a good boyfriend, or maybe the male space out there will be like, nah, we ain't doing none of that. I understand what they mean by we ain't doing none of that. But like, let's be real here, man. No person is gonna stick by you forever if you ain't doing shit for them. Cause like, what's the point? What what you don't think they got something else going on if you ain't doing shit for them? Let's be real. If you ain't doing shit for them, somebody's gonna be doing something for them that they appreciate. Right under your nose, and you'll never know. Now, if we wanna be real with each other and we wanna be in healthy relationships, we gonna please our woman. We gonna do exactly what we need to do for our woman that we care for, that we love, to ensure that she's getting the appreciation that she feels she deserves, the love that she feels she deserves for all that she does for you. Now, if she's giving it up to you on a moment's notice and doing exactly what you like when behind closed doors, I believe that warrants, like, some type of thing that they want, because as men, let's be real. If there were no women on this world, none of us is grinding that hard. We gonna look at each other. We probably gonna wrestle with one another, men. We probably gonna like try and prove dominance. But the world wouldn't be as competitive if there were no women, and that says a lot. Because why? Because as nature depicts, as nature has written in its book long before my time, long before any man has walked this earth, we need we need to be able to know that we can reproduce. We need to know that we still got it. We need to know that us as human beings are desired. Us as men are desired by women or men or whatever you like. I don't know. I don't care. We gotta get what we want. And if we don't, then that's why you see all the crash outs. That's why you see all the school shooters, the fucking killers, the serial killers, the weirdos, like, the people who are shunned by society so much, because it stems from him, like, probably liking a girl. The girl laughs at him, and word gets out. Oh, now everybody's bullying him. He asked that girl out, but she's way out of his league. He's a loser, blah blah blah. And now he's coming with the blicky to school and popping everybody. We're not condoning this. This is all in GTA, by the way. I do not condone any type of thing like that. But yeah, I mean, if more men are getting, what we're biologically wired to get in this world, then we are essentially doing what we are created to do. I'm dead. At least I got the sun relic though. It's lit. Um, but yeah, don't sell yourself short for the temporary happiness of someone else, because it's just not. It's not worth it. There's plenty of other things, other people out there who will appreciate your efforts, or not even appreciate it, who will appreciate you for being who you are. And those are the people you get into a relationship with. And trust me, it's not that hard to find. You just gotta look, put yourself out there, and keep trying, and the don't ignore the signs that you don't agree with. And yes, no one's gonna be perfect, and there's gonna be some things you disagree with, but the deal breaker stuff, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. It's a waste of time. I ignored it because of lust. I ignored it because this person had moments where they gave me exactly what I wanted. Not necessarily just lust or anything like that, but exactly what I wanted when it comes to a female being in my life, in a relationship with me. They gave me exactly what I desired, and that says a lot. And that's very powerful that someone can do that, and trust you with themselves, trust you with their time, trust you with their efforts. So yes, you'll probably fall for the trap, I should say, of everything. But always, always, always be mindful of the negatives, and don't disregard them. This goes for both sides. Women, females out there, ladies out there, if there's somebody you like and he's giving you what you want sometimes, and if you see that he's putting in the effort, and you actually genuinely like him, that's a good guy. Keep him. If you see him putting zero effort and you want him to put the effort but he never does, even if you blatantly outright ask him to, and I'm not saying beat around the bush asking questions, I'm saying outright tell him exactly what you want, because I'm tired of all these relationships where we gotta, like, we kind of like gotta, as men, we gotta figure out what somebody wants from us. We gotta figure it out. Oh, you should know, this is automatic. No, we're not doing that. That's some fucking bullshit. That shit doesn't make any sense. But yeah. So if you're outright blatantly telling the person what you want, and they're what you call it, they're listening and they're doing everything in their power to make you happy, then that's a good relationship. If you're not telling the person what you want and they're trying to figure out things and you're still not happy because they didn't figure out exactly what you wanted, then you're just being a retard. You're just being a retard. Um, but no one can read minds, and if you could step to the front, I want to know how you do it. Um, if you're just expecting things to be done for you without blatantly telling the person, "Hey, can you do this for me?" Or "Hey, I need this," or "Hey, can you please, when you get a chance, help me out?" Then it's up to them. It's up to that person to help you. If they don't, it is what it is. And now you see the sign you can't ignore. You see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the if this person actually cares about you or wants to be with you, or just is using you for what you have to offer. Because there's nothing worse than being in a relationship that's one-sided, and I think everyone should take note of that. Um, just don't do it. I've probably been, I've probably been in relationships where the woman has cared for me and loved me more than I've even acknowledged her, and though that's wrong of me to do, but it happens, and I will try and fix my mistakes because I know that's not conducive to being a good human. And I guess my most recent encounter, or one of my encounters, has proved to me that those one-sided relationships are not it. So if you're gonna get into a relationship with somebody and you actually like this person, like, don't get in a relationship with somebody you don't like. It's fucking dumb. Don't give people chances if you just don't like them, because again, you're just selling yourself short because you're gonna be settling, and no one wants to settle unless you're the type that does want to settle. It's kind of wild. I don't know why you would do that. Um, but yeah, that's all I really gotta say for that topic. I'm glad I was able to say it in a way that doesn't really put everyone's information out there. But yeah, just be careful out there, cause it's really painful when you give it your all and it doesn't work out. And that goes for life. That goes for a lot of different things. Fuck. Mm, now I don't know what to talk about. I feel like I rambled for so long that I'm like lost. Oh, I lose DPS if I use that. Oh man. But it has more energy shield. How much DPS loss? Only two? Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. Need that energy shield. I was getting fucking destroyed in that place. But yeah, upcoming Path of Exile updates look pretty cool, am I right? Let's go to wait, did I kill everything in Trader's Path? I don't know. I don't know. Guess I'll go to Kev. Yeah. Let's go to Kev. I really don't like Act 2. I don't know. It's like Act 1 was so well done. Like it's just like a seamless run through. But Act 2 is like just the fact that you have to do all these maps just to come together and go to one place and open up. I hate missions like that. I hated it in this game. I hated it in fucking Expedition 33. I hated it in every single game where it's like, oh, to open this door, you gotta go kill this thing and open this door to open this door. So just put me on one linear path of Exile and let me just run through the fucking story so that when I get to maps, I'm just like, ah, this is fun. I kill everything. Don't give me this fucking run around bullshit. I don't care about that. Like I'm using Spark Witch. You think I care right now? Not at all. Oh, getting a phone call. 1 second. Sorry about that. Situation popped up. I gotta go. Have a great time. Um, yeah, stay true to yourself and don't give in to the bullshit, no matter who you are or what situation you're in. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I've never said that before, but it felt cool to say. I actually want to try this streaming stuff and YouTube and content creation stuff. It's not gonna be pretty. It's not. It's gonna be a rough fucking thing because I'm not looking at guides. I'm not looking at none of that. The same way I play Path of Exile is the same way I choose to do my YouTube content. And if you got a problem with that, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know you got a problem with that because it helps the algorithm anyway.